Hoi hoi folks, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. Yes, it's that time of the month again. Finally, there was a bit of a delay, but it is finally time to open this month's ScrawlrBox. Not only that, I have a little bit of news. So I've got it written down in my notebook. Let me just see here. So this is going to be my last video. Hold on. From this address, my last video from this address. Yeah, we're finally moving. So I'm actually gonna be taking a little bit of a break from the channel just for a week, just so we can get settled in and move everything up, because it's quite a big move from London all the way to North Wales. So about 150 miles, quite a long drive. So it just means we're gonna be doing the unboxing today. And next time you see me, which will probably be using the contents of this box, we'll be in a new house. I'll be in my new office. We'll have a whole new backdrop, and forgive the packing tape and everything there behind me. Right, we are gonna turn the camera around, crack open this box and see what is inside this month's. Okay, so here we are. So for those of you that don't know, or have never seen ScrawlrBox before, ScrawlrBox is an art subscription box. It's £15 or equivalent wherever you are in the world every month. Inside is a curated selection of art supplies, and it's usually done by a guest artist. We get some art supplies, a suite, a print, a magazine, and they've generally been really good. It's always a surprise and a selection. Also, every box that you buy, a tree is planted, so helping the environment as well. All really good. I do have a code down below. So I say this every time, not sponsored, not affiliated, but you, ScrawlrBox, I'm looking at you. You know where I am if you want to send a sponsorship my way. But yeah, not affiliated, not sponsored, but if you want to get £3 or equivalent off of your first box in the subscription for ScrawlrBox, there is a link down below. So I've already taken my address off. Ooh, let's crack this open. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside. We have ScrawlrBox Scrawler Challenge, which I'll come to in a minute. These are our supplies, which I'm going to put at the side. Oh, it looks like something's fallen out, so I'll just pop that there for a minute. What sweet do we have this time? We have blackcurrant and licorice. Ugh, my two worst things. I know Andrew likes blackcurrant, so he can have that, but for me, there we go. That's now in the drawer. Actually, it matches the colour of this. Maybe that's why they've done it. Oh, very nice. Okay, so this is the print that we have. And the artist is Safana. Draw objects in nature realistically with coloured pencils. Okay, that might be a hint as to what we're going to get this time. The Scrawlzine I'm not going to open just yet because it will tell us what we've actually got in our supplies. So I'm going to put that just to the side. And we have A5 cartridge paper, 16 sheets. So we always get something to paint or draw on or use our supplies on. The amount of pages that we've been getting has been going up each time. So 100 GSM, 16 sheets, really nice little pad. What's the paper like? Slightly textured, good thickness. Yeah, looks really nice. Again, gonna pop this to the side. And the box itself, I usually throw these off screen. I'm actually going to gently place this to the side, because currently all of my art supplies are boxed up, ready to move, and I'm just going to put everything back in the box for when we're moving. Okay, so we know we've got this little, oh, it's a little pipette, pearl burnish liquid white. Okay, open this up. So we have our sticker, lovely sticker. Building up quite a collection of those. I'm going to put this to the side. That's our menu of what we've got. Ooh, okay. Right. So, I have seen these. If this is what I think it is, I've seen these all over YouTube with people trying them out and just seeing what the Posca pencils are like. So obviously the Posca markers are incredibly popular. Or it looks like the packet is actually torn at the bottom, so we're going to slide out. But the Posca markers are incredibly popular, and I've not used any of them. So this is actually my first Posca product. But it's, yeah, Posca coloured pencils. So, you know what? It's already ripped at the bottom, so I'm just going to tip them out. There are 6 of them. Okay, so we have, do they have colour names on them? Yes, light orange, blue, blue-green, one of my favourite colours, fuchsia, another one of my favourite colours, grey, and lilac, another one of my favourite colours. We don't have a green, which is my absolute favourite, but that looks like a really nice selection. They feel really nice as well. So you can see they're freshly sharpened, they haven't quite got a point, that's absolutely fine. We've also got a Derwent line marker, superfine free-flowing permanent liner, it's 0.8 in black. No other information there. We've had similar pens like this before and they're always really nice. I have a paintbrush as well. What's a paintbrush for? Oh, there's a few loose hairs. I might have to condition that to get it to sit nicely. And this is an unbranded, unmarked paintbrush. So not much information there. And then yeah, this pearl burnish. So I don't use coloured pencils ever. So this is all completely new to me. I only really use colour pencils for doing sketching under paintings. So May, this month we celebrate all forms of flourishing flora using coloured pencils. Okay, so Posca coloured pencils, we're all familiar with. After several years of research, coloured pencils have now been added to their collection. So these pencil colours are made from a unique combination of wax and oil, so they're wax and oil based, to make a unique combination. Highly concentrated pigment, smooth, bright colour with matte finish, suitable for use on a range of surfaces. Okay, so those are waxy, oily based coloured pencils. What's this burnishing liquid? Liquid white pencil is made by none other than the featured artist herself. Safana. So I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering your name. If you see this video, then I apologise profusely. And feel free to do a phonetic spelling down below. Perfect for adding highlights and layering effects to your work. Unlike paint, coloured pencils cannot always be easily layered over and over, with light colours often not holding enough pigment when using top layer. With liquid pencil, you can intensify or create white areas without having to sacrifice any pigmentation. Once this white pencil is dry, you can even layer more coloured pencils on top. Okay, so it's kind of like a liquid white paint. Don't line marker. Free-flowing line marker that will always produce a precision, consistent line. Yeah. So a Zan size 2 round brush. Moderate well used to weave colour across the canvas. Pony hair brush, size 2 brush, with a fine tip that will produce controlled detailing with your work. Be used with all kinds of water-based mediums. Use this with your with the pearl burnish for adding highlights. Okay, so I think it comes with a. Let's open this. Does it open? Yeah, I'll crack that open a bit. It's too small for my hands. Gold line cartridge paper, smooth surface, texture to enable you to produce the best work. Acid free. Okay, and then we have the Scrawler challenge. So every month we get a little prompt to create a piece of work for the Scrawler challenge. So this is what I use in the second Scrawler video of the month. This month's challenge is Secret Garden. So I'll be kind of thinking about that and what I'm going to do for that. Okay, let's have a quick look at the Scrawler zine. So just to say, these pieces of artwork are supposed to be made with the supplies that we get in the box. And it definitely looks like this is, and that is actually a really beautiful picture. So that will go with my other prints that I've got from ScrawlrBox and go up in the new office. So the May 2021 Scrawler zine. So we've got information about the pencils, supplies menu, pad, liner, liquid pencil, and detail brush, which actually I mean, I'm going to wet it, but it doesn't look that fine. I might have to give it a little bit of a trim, which is a shame, but we'll see. I'll wet it and I'll see what it's actually like. I can't get it back in that tube. Okay, so we have a little chat with the artist, some Q&A, some tips to using the pencils and the supplies that we have. Scrawler Gallery, so this is from the March Scrawler Challenge. Any that we recognise in here? Oh, I do like this one, Frog, obviously. This is very nice as well. So brilliant work for everyone that is in that collection. Language of Floral. So we have a little bit of kind of art history. So this is flowers in art. Have a Scrawler star. And that's it, that's everything for this. So I'm just going to stop for a second, get myself oriented, and then we'll just kind of swatch some of these supplies and see what they're like. Okay, so this brush, I damped the end, and it's a much nicer point. It's a natural fibre, so natural fibres are always a little bit more difficult to get to a fine point. But I'll might need to give it a little bit of a trim, but I'll see how it goes for now. I want to swatch these pencils. That's the first thing I want to do. I just want to see what the colours are like. I want to see how they blend together, all of that kind of stuff. Do these stickers come off? They do. Okay. So just going to go straight onto our paper. So because I've been packing everything away. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. That's really, really nice. Yeah, I don't have any art supplies at my disposal at all, because we are literally moving tomorrow morning. So we collect our keys tomorrow afternoon, but with such a long drive, we're putting the dog and the cat in the car, so Tinkerbell and Buddy, and we're driving the great big long drive to pick up our keys in the afternoon, and then it's doing some work, and then we'll be driving back to London next week to pick up the rest of our stuff. It is going to be non-stop, hectic week, which is obviously why I'm taking a little bit of a break. These colours are really, really nice. If I press harder, yeah, you can get really dense coverage. How light can we go? Nice, very, very nice. Okay. So, I mean, I don't use coloured pencils really at all, but I know that there are some amazing artists out there that do use colour pencils, and I mean, my cousin uses coloured pencils quite a lot, and I think he uses mineral spirit or baby oil or something to blend colours out, or to blend them together. So when I do the videos, the using the supplies videos, I just use the supplies that actually come with the box. So I'm not going to be using anything like baby oil or any kind of like oil based thing to smooth things out, because I don't think that's fair, because not everyone will have access to those supplies. So I just use what is in the box. That's a really lovely blue. That's really, really nice. Yeah, so I won't be doing that in the next video, but if I make another one in the future with these supplies, with these Posca pencils, then maybe I will do a bit of an experiment and see what I can do with additional supplies. That is a lovely colour. Really nice. You can see how close they are to the to what's actually on the barrel of the pencil. So, oh, that's really, really good. It is a very floral colour palette as well, which I appreciate, but slightly more saturated, or kind of slightly different hues to what you'd expect. If I just line these up, look. Blue, the grey, the fuchsia, and the light orange, which is more of a kind of a peachy colour, I think. But look, I mean, that's just spot on. I mean, the quality of the pencils just can't fault. Derwent pencil posts nicely. Something is really important to me. I love a pen that posts well. Yeah, so we can get a little bit of line variation with kind of speed. See my very, very wobbly lines. How does this go over the pencils? Ah, okay, I wasn't expecting that with them being kind of waxy oil based. What if I lay down some of this? I'll let that dry for a minute and then I'll come over with a pencil. Same for all of them. A little bit of skipping over that fuchsia. That might have just been my rushed drawing. Yeah, so it goes over the pencils really nicely. While I'm waiting for this to dry properly, try blending some colours together. So let's go a little bit of blue. And I'm going to take a little bit of the green blue. And where they meet in the middle, that's where I'm going to start blending. So I can get a nice smooth transition. You know what, that's not bad at all. I really like that. What about colours that are not so close? If we go for the fuchsia, is this the fuchsia? Yep. And grey. Also going to have to think about flowers now and what kind of flowers I'm gonna draw. So with plants, I love houseplants, but I love carnivorous plants in particular. That blends really nicely. So I'm wondering if this colour palette would work with a kind of carnivorous plant. Maybe it might be more, kind of a more stylized carnivorous plant. Let's try and go over this. Okay, it does go over, but there's some transparency to the pencils, which I was expecting, so you can still see the pen through. Although the darker colour covers a little bit nicer, so let's try the blue. Yeah, you can still see it through a little bit, not a huge amount. Okay, last thing I want to try is this burnish. So it comes with a little pipette like this. It's quite thick. I'm just going to dot just a little bit here. Yeah, I mean that's pretty good coverage. You can, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like when you use white gouache with watercolor. I kind of pick this up from here, yeah. No, if you want to pick out highlights in watercolor, you can use gouache to do that rather than leaving blank spaces, or if you've forgotten to mask, and come in with some white gouache. It works much better if you just dot it, I think, rather than spreading it. Yeah, you get much more opacity if you just dot it down rather than spreading it across. I think you could probably build up a few layers though. Oh, has a kind of school paint smell. Just don't smell art supplies. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a me. I'm a professional idiot. It's fine. Yeah, it has a slight. Do you know those paints that you get in school? I mean, we definitely have them in the UK where it's they're like powders and you mix them with water to make paint, and they go all kind of crispy and dry. It has a kind of faint aroma of that, which is interesting. Brush actually handles quite well. Again, not a huge amount of detail in it, but I think I just might need to give this a little bit of a trim. Okay, overall, I'm really excited for this, just to try something that I've kind of got. Obviously, everyone knows what a coloured pencil is and how to use coloured pencils, but I've just never really experimented with it. I'm looking forward to trying new techniques. I think I'm going to spend the next couple of weeks doing some research and finding people that are actually good at coloured pencils and getting some hints and tips. If you know anyone that I should be watching that you think has got some good hints and tips for coloured pencils, drop a comment down below and I will definitely check them out. Another pen for the collection, quite a nice one. I quite like this. It's got a an octagonal barrel or an octagonal lid, so it's not going to roll about on a desk. Also much appreciated. A brush, which is fine. This is interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to sorry, I'm just reading it on the fronts from San Francisco. I'm looking forward to using this. It did say shake well, which I neglected to do, so I'll make sure I do that next time. But yeah, just looking forward to having a bit of an experiment with that. Paper, also really, really nice. Love that we've got enough pages to kind of experiment and do a few different things. So there we are, that's today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I will be back with you in a couple of weeks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, turn on notifications so you don't miss when we are back. And until next time, goodbye.